A teenage boy stood on a cold shore in Roman Britain and watched strangers drag him onto a ship that would change his life forever, and that boy would one day become Saint Patrick, the man behind one of the biggest celebrations in the world. Patrick was born in the late 300s in Roman Britain, likely in what is now Wales or Western England. His family was Christian. His father was a church official, and his grandfather was a priest, but Patrick himself did not care much about faith when he was young. He later admitted that he ignored religion and did not feel close to God. That changed when he was about 16 years old. Irish raiders attacked his town. They burned homes, took goods, and kidnapped people. Patrick was captured and taken across the sea to Ireland. There he was sold as a slave. For 6 years, he worked as a shepherd. He lived outdoors. He faced cold weather, hunger, and fear. He felt alone. During those long days and nights in the fields, something shifted inside him. He began to pray. He prayed often, sometimes hundreds of times a day. He later wrote that his faith grew strong during this painful time. In his own writing, known as the Confession, he said he felt guided and protected by God even while he was a slave. One night, he had a dream. In the dream, he heard a voice telling him it was time to escape. He believed the message was real. He walked for miles, likely more than 200 miles, to reach the coast. There he found a ship. At first, the sailors refused to take him, but he begged them, and they agreed. He sailed back to Britain and reunited with his family. He could have stayed home and lived a safe life. Instead, he had another dream. In this dream, he saw the people of Ireland calling him back. He felt that he had a mission. He decided to return, not as a slave, but as a missionary. Patrick studied to become a priest and later a bishop. Then he went back to Ireland, the land where he had once been enslaved. Ireland at that time was mostly pagan. Many people followed Celtic beliefs. They honored nature, local gods, and sacred rituals. Patrick began to preach Christianity. He did not try to erase Irish culture. Instead, he used ideas people already understood. One story says he used the 3 leaves of a shamrock to explain the Christian idea of the Trinity, that God is Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Whether that exact moment happened or not, it shows how he taught in simple ways. Patrick traveled across Ireland. He met local chiefs. He baptized people. He helped build churches and small Christian communities. His mission was not always easy. Some leaders did not trust him. He was arrested more than once. But over time, his message spread. Christianity grew in Ireland, and monks later helped carry Irish learning and faith across Europe during the Middle Ages. Many legends grew around Patrick. The most famous is that he drove all the snakes out of Ireland. The story says he stood on a hill and forced them into the sea. The truth is that Ireland likely never had snakes after the Ice Age. The snake story is a symbol. It may represent driving out pagan beliefs rather than real animals. Over time, stories like this made Patrick larger than life. He died on March 17th, likely in the year 461. After his death, people remembered him as the man who brought Christianity to Ireland. March 17th became his feast day, a religious day to honor his life. For many centuries, it was mainly a church holiday in Ireland. People went to church, they shared meals, they remembered his story. The modern celebration changed later, especially after Irish people moved to other countries. In the 1700s and 1800s, Many Irish immigrants came to places like the United States. They wanted to keep their identity and pride. St. Patrick's Day became a way to celebrate Irish culture. Parades began. In fact, some of the first large parades were held in America, not Ireland. The color green became linked to the day. It connects to Ireland's nickname, the Emerald Isle, and to the shamrock. Over time, the holiday grew beyond religion. It became a celebration of Irish heritage, music, food, and community. Today, on March 17th, cities around the world hold parades. People wear green clothes. Rivers are dyed green. Music fills the streets. Many people join the celebration, even if they are not Irish. Behind the parties and decorations stands the story of a young boy who was taken from his home, found faith in hardship, forgave the land that enslaved him, and returned to help its people.